for the ball, and we are ready for action. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the football first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Yeah, Palmer, I don't feel bad for this quarterback, but I kind of feel bad for this quarterback because he's going to get some monsters today. And he's had his own struggles, but these guys, man, they all can get after the quarterback. They can get tackles for losses, get you in passing situations, and when they do, they hit you, and hit you a lot, and disrupt the timing. So he's got a tremendous challenge on his hands.
He's got a challenge. His offensive coordinator has a challenge, too, because he's got to find a way to make life easy for him, and that's easier said than done against this D-line unit. They have so much speed off the edge. Even the interior guys can collapse the pocket and get pass rush as well. So for the offensive coordinator, whether it's screens, nakeds, bootlegs, moving the launch point, draws, just trying to get the ball out of this guy's hands early, that's going to be a big key.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Lewis fires to the wideout. Complete on the left to Williams. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He is in! Touchdown, Bucs!
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Lewis to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Open space at the 25, and he's knocked down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on third down, Lewis gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Young. Got room at the 35. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job on the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he's dragged down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun on third down, Lewis finds his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Running inside, it's Young. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll go right back to him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll stop play momentarily for the injured Buff. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Welsh. What a cut, now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Throw it. Lewis. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third down from the gun. Lewis. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lewis. He's got him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. Pocket breaking down.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
One of the reasons this offense is
and here comes the punt team. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Lewis to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welch. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Motion from the wideout. They feed him again. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Texas Tech ready to set. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Lewis. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Going with the counter play here. Looking for room at the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's Georgia looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Boulder. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. The run inside. It's Clinton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the... They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Welch. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring... On the ground, it's Welch. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Right back to it. Bounced off his feet.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welch. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Welch. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Can't make the catch on 3rd down in the rarest of drops. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when